let them know. Gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. 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 We gotta let them know.
What's really good
right now?
What's really good is your boy Capital DC. We are here with the greatest podcast you've ever seen in your life.
Ever.
I am here with Tamika at A Chilling Adventure on Instagram.
Yep.
And you know it's your boy Capital DC. I'm everywhere. We have, as you can see, a very special guest, the one and only Dr. Rocks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
Don't hype me too much, guys.
Also, our first guest. So
Also our
inaugural
first guest.
guest.
Oh.
High five and thank you.
Of
For
course.
She's a jolly good female. I don't know how to flip that. Sorry.
Yeah.
You try.
But nobody can deny.
Speaking
Bars.
of flipping shit, did you hear John Legend and Kelly Clarkson remade "Baby It's Cold Outside" to be less rapey,
Yeah, the song originally was
look coercive?
a little. You don't want to go outside.
No, I do. I want to leave.
No, you don't.
Don't. I punctured your tires.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, no, I haven't heard that.
Yeah. I haven't
think
listened to the song, but I keep seeing it on like Facebook.
musically, I've only heard about how Claire, our local resident vagrant,
Yeah.
is on a major label album cover.
Yeah, I saw that.
Claire is more famous than me.
Who's Claire?
Well, Claire, she's I don't really know her, but she is a local, I would say, hero. I think everybody knows her.
Does she have a street name?
Her name's Claire. You never heard of Claire?
I know like the Bubble Man. There was Gene on Elmwood. There was the White Lady.
Okay, this-
like,
Bubble Man, Gino, what's good? I love you. Thank you so much. You made my days brighter. Thank you.
I love the Bubble Man, but no, I've never heard of Claire.
Okay.
Claire's a hero.
I don't want to offend Claire. Claire actually, she struggles with an addiction.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
So, what you see, you'll see her come to your car windows and stuff like that, and she's kind of become notorious for coming to your car looking for
she's
money.
not notorious for that.
What
she's notorious for
neighborhood does she
being
reside
aggressive.
in?
She's aggressive everywhere. I mean,
I've never ran into Claire.
I'm only smiling and laughing because
Wait, she's mean?
no.
She's not
Claire's
mean.
more famous than me. This is why I'm laughing about this. But
This
Claire,
is about you right now.
I know.
Wait,
I'm trying
this
to
is
let
about
you know who Claire is. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
she's not mean. She just, if she asks for money, she means $20, not $2.
I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a story. Listen. Like this video if you have a Claire story. Okay. Listen. I was at Burger King for lunch. I got my stuff, a Whopper, Whopper with cheese, fries, and a drink. I pull from the window, like out to go out on Main Street. She was like right there. So as soon as I pulled up, she was like, I'm hungry, let me get something to eat. I was like, I ain't got no more money, I just spent this money on this. She was like, come on, I'm hungry. So I was like, you know what? I'm trying to be a good person. I gave her the bag. I was like, here go the fries and the burger. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and eat, Claire, do your thing. She was like, and the drink too.
What?
I was like, like, Claire, what the hell is you doing?
No, you ain't gonna leave me hungry and thirsty. Nah, nope.
And you
My
know how-
generosity got a limit. Sorry.
But
Yo.
either way, shout out to Claire because she is on a major,
Griselda in the
billboard.
building.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's
Yeah,
the big
Yeah,
news
get
from
it,
Buffalo.
Claire.
Yeah.
Griselda
I've yet to run into her.
keeping it gangsta.
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the people who,
Absolutely.
were inspired and the buyer and put her
I
up
need to see
there.
this,
Because
yeah.
it's them who's doing the big things.
It's like, yo, this is 2019, so we really trying to be like really positive about the situation.
Yeah.
Because we're not about to blast somebody who a picture was taken of her. I don't think she consented or is getting paid for this.
Yeah, pay Claire, goddammit.
There you go. Like, let's talk
Claire
about
some
that.
fucking money.
On top of her being like, give me some money.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't
mean,
know,
that's her
I'm-
thing anyways, but if you're gonna use her face, she needs to be compensated
That's true.
appropriately, especially if you making money off of it.
So, yeah, but we don't really know if they paid her or not. We don't really know the
Wow.
story.
I'm just
Either way,
just
shout out to
feeling
Claire.
it, So shout out to Claire.
Shout out
And
to
my
Claire.
man
Get
down
your
at
money.
McDonald's on Genesee and Bailey. We need him on the next album cover.
I want Bubble Man on the album cover. I
Now
just
that's
want
who should have been on the album cover,
this
but he's so
Allentown
positive.
with bubbles in everywhere.
Oh, the guy on Allen.
Yeah.
Okay.
When there's
okay.
like bubbles everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, okay.
That
yeah.
be making my day.
But he doesn't come out. Do we ever see him?
No,
Oh.
I
How
like
we gonna put him on the
legend
album cover?
legend has it. He was a Vietnam vet and like
okay.
he has PTSD and is a shut in. Like his brother owns that whole building, so he just lives there.
Well, shout out to Bubble Man.
Yeah,
too.
shout out to Bubble
Yeah.
Man because we love Bubble Man.
Facts. The bubbles be really.
That's like the sign
Open
of
my
nice weather. I'm like, no, it's not the birds chirping, it ain't flowers blooming, it's Bubble Man.
Yeah.
As soon as he's out in them streets, wanding bubbles, I'm just like, yes, weather is upon us.
The weather is upon us.
The weather is upon us.
Oh man. Have you heard of anything musically that's going on?
Locally?
Or at all? Just what's on your radar?
Honestly, I've been so busy. Like right now, I'm still on a downswing from the play. So
Mhm.
we did a production. Don was in it.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I've been in my house sleeping and taking care of kids because I just can't process anything else right now.
That's right.
So we just did a play. It's called Dr. Rocks Presents It's Complicated. That was on November 21st. This is our third one and third year doing them. And the central theme is relationships and relationship issues. And I play this doctor. So the name Dr. Rocks comes from the character. Dr. Rocks is the Dr. Phil or the Ayanna Fix My Life, but mine, she's a character.
Yeah.
So after we go through the scenarios and the situations, Don had a situation with his wife and kids, and he found out one of his kids wasn't his, and just it's called It's Complicated because it's real life complicated situation.
Happened.
I'm still actually bothered by the results in real life. I'm like, what?
So, and then I do a lot of improv. So even though they were rehearsing their parts, when you come to the Dr. Rock show, so they did their scene, and then after the scene, they come to the Dr. Rock show and they find out the results and all this stuff. They didn't know. They didn't know in real life what the results were going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So improv was very important at that point because was the kid his? Was it not his? He didn't know what to prepare for. So it was genuine feeling on stage after you connect with the kids and all of that stuff.
Heck, shit.
But the
I was
highlight,
like, what?
Yeah. I did a whole
It was
twist
not
on
your
him, man.
baby?
There were two kids, and the one that we were preparing to not be his child ended up being his child, and the one that we were preparing to be his child ended up not being his child. So it just threw him way off because he was ready for something else.
Yes. Oh man.
And so was she. Like
everybody was like.
everybody was like, wait, what did she just do there? I never rehearsed with him. Like I said, I come on as Dr. Rocks at the end of the play to do the show, the talk show portion of it. But I never rehearsed with them, so they have no idea what I'm gonna say. They don't know what I'm gonna do, and
She could have had somebody come out like, this woman says she's your mistress. I don't have to be like,
yeah,
oh.
like I love improv, but
And I'm pregnant.
yeah, right.
Oh.
So the best part about that dynamic, the way I function my shows, I allow the audience to be inclusive. So after they see this scene play out where he discovers this text message in his wife's phone that gave him some thoughts of this child isn't mine and stuff like that, the audience watches the scene, and then when they come on the show, the audience says, well, why did you do blah, 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 and you get the audience interacting, and that's the most important part of the production. It takes a lot to produce with 12 casts, 2 of them being kids, then I'm a mother of 3, and then trying to manage that aspect of my life and stuff like that. So as far as anything outside of that, I have no idea what's going on in the world.
Well, I will
if
say,
I don't scroll Facebook to see it, it didn't happen.
I will say this. You were directing, you were momming, you were managing feelings, like you were a
Yeah.
counselor.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I watched her do all, and a businesswoman at the same time.
yeah, and
You know what I'm
Authors
saying?
on that list too, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today with Dr. Rocks. It's your boy, Capital DC. I have Tamika at A Chilling Adventure on underscores in between each word on Instagram, and we are here with the one and only Dr. Rocks. Now, Dr. Rocks has written a phenomenal book. I was able to read at least the title page.
Just being honest.
We was moving. So I do have questions about the book, and it is called Love Said F You Too.
Love Said, it's called Love Said Fuck You Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put the F on there so it was more marketable to put on certain shelves. So it just has an F with 3 dots, 3 heart dots. But the book is called Love Said Fuck You Too, like the word.
Yeah, you got to keep talking. You can't just stop there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
thought we were getting ready to come with the questions.
No.
that is the question.
Oh.
What? Fuck you too.
Yeah, okay, so the dynamic of the book. So a little bit of backstory about my educational background. I have a master's degree in social and psychological educational foundations. And when I was growing up, I struggled with love issues, as we all have, emotional issues, feelings, friend issues. And then I went to school and made a thing of it. I studied abandonment issues. I studied, why do I act like this? Why am I so clingy? Why am I this? Why am I that? And I took that material and wrapped it into my master's thesis. And I wrote a book, and that book was called an effective way to overcome abandonment issues. And it was just skills that I had learned. I learned different therapy skills and things like that. And then as I kept going through life, I got married, I got divorced, I had, a child, and then continued on life. And then, just with work and different, just life happened.
Real life issues in the family.
Life happened, yeah. And what I decided to do at that point is to write what I call a self-accountability book. I have no right to tell people how to love or who to love or when to love or where to love, I think that we try to, girl, leave him, he ain't this and this and that, or, dude, listen, that girl, da, da, da. But my goal became more so self-accountability. So my book is called Love Said F You Too, because what do we say when we're upset? Fuck love, I'm done trying, fuck love. And it's like, well, love said fuck you too. Because love didn't do this. Love didn't cause this issue. Did you actually date this guy? Did you actually get to know him? And it's obviously for women. I call it my little black book for women, but it's purple because I love purple.
It's my favorite color. So
There we go. We got something in common there.
I'm going to get one for the woman in my life.
But it really is self-accountability. You know what I mean? And it comes at relationships from a scientific standpoint instead of from an emotional standpoint. So one of the chapters in there is about abandonment issues. When you're a child and it's not just your mom leaving or your dad leaving. Abandonment issues can be triggered from a good friend of yours moving away that you were close to for years. And the issue with abandonment issues is that it doesn't show up until you're on your own for the first time. So you don't even know you have abandonment issues until you're on your own dealing with life alone.
Yeah.
That's scary.
yeah.
I don't know that, so I didn't know that I was going to have abandonment issues. I had a whole lot going on in my childhood, We'd be here all day, guys. We're not going to do it.
We going to talk after, though. We going to get the juice. Or the tea. Is
The
that what
tea.
y'all say now, the tea?
Tea,
I
juice.
hope it's still tea. That's what I hear at the school still. So
Still
that's what
tea.
I'm going with.
It's juice. We was juicing. Juicing had me crazy, and I'm trying to get the juice.
Juicing the steroids use.
That was after. That's for the younger people.
No, that was a 90s thing.
Yeah, I was born in the 80s.
But you were a 90s kid.
Yeah, but juicing was extreme, and I didn't come up in the extreme days.
Well,
I did come up, but I wasn't.
whatever. Go ahead, keep talking.
I was going to get into
You know what? Love said fuck you too.
Well, I'm saying fuck you too. Let her keep talking.
So anyway, so the book,
Tamika said
I had
fuck
to do to me. I had to do some reflecting on relationships and how I mismanaged relationships and how I mismanaged myself, in relationships, and everything was always everybody else's fault all the time. Yeah, I can't be wrong. What? Me? No,
I'm
absolutely
never
not. Never. Absolutely not. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
But I wrote the book because it's like, I'm not saying you got to take the blame for what happened in a relationship. I'm saying that if you're going to continue in that relationship or you're going to be in a different relationship, you have to take accountability for yourself. Date. What does dating mean to you? What does it actually mean to you? What do you actually want? Not this guy came, oh my God, he's so fine, girl. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell him my whole life story. No, why? Why are you doing that? Now you're giving them a chance to play you. Oh, I already know what she don't like, so I'm just not going to do those things for the first, 6 months. You know what I mean? Just to get her, Not to say everybody's like that, but what I've found with women is that we like a person. We go out on a date, or a lot of times we're not even doing that no more. We're Netflix and chilling, and we give
that
them...
just means watching Netflix and chilling again.
Does it?
Yeah.
Since when?
recently.
Like 2 years, within the last 2 years. Yeah.
I mean, I found out in August, but recently.
That's all we're doing now?
Yeah, they found new words for sex already.
Oh.
Yeah, they not Netflix and chill is like nah.
Netflix and chill?
Yeah, it's probably
if
like
I
Disney
invited
Plus
you
and
over for
chill now.
right, if I invited you over, that would be literal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Oh,
be
well,
a
Which is
secret
exciting
code.
because I can use that again. Because
Because it's
I
what
watch a
it's
lot of
supposed to be now.
Netflix.
Yeah, you know.
Disney Plus.
now it's Disney Plus and Mandalorian and chill.
Oh,
That
okay.
shit is
Well,
fire.
I see how much I know.
Disney
See how much I
taking
know.
over.
I got to get back in with the young crowd because to you know write for them because I thought Netflix and chill was still this sexual thing that people were
It
doing.
is. It is.
I mean,
for
I'm
me.
sure it's still not. It was never for me. I just didn't find out till it was too late.
UPN and chill. I don't care what we watching. TV and chill, yo.
I miss UPN. Man, they had like they had the black shows.
That's
And
when they was trying to get their
Yeah,
channel
they had
popping.
like the Hughleys, the Parkers, the whatever other family. I miss that channel.
Moesha.
Yeah, Mo to the.
I don't know if that was on UPN. The point I'm trying to get to here is, I'm excited about your book because it talks about self-accountability and self-reflection.
Yes. And again in that chapter that's just one portion of it. Dating
Oh.
is just one portion of it. That's just one segment. Abandonment issues is another portion of it. You know, we got to reflect on that because the things that abandonment issues cause. Well, so you see, look, I'm about to get into my psychological. People use their relationships in an aspect as how do I put it? Like your relationships are supposed to mirror you. You know what I mean? Whoever your person is, you all are supposed to mirror each other. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to learn them, but the most important thing to do in a relationship is learn you through them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're supposed to get out of it. A sense of self and a sense of awareness. You know, like Will Smith said, it's not my job to make my wife happy. You know what I mean? It's her job to make her happy and then allow me to come and share in that happiness with her. You know what I mean? So then there's another chapter. It's called You Are Addicted. So it says love. The title is Love Said FU too, but then it talks about the rest of the chapter titles go into Love Said You Are Addicted. Love said you don't know how to date. Love said you have abandonment issues. Love said you're too basic, bitchy, bossy, for a relationship. You know what I mean? That's actually one of the chapters. It's pretty dope.
Basic,
You're either
bitchy, and bossy.
basic, bitchy, bossy.
3 strikes.
No, there's 4 strikes. There's another one.
You got 4? Women get an extra strike?
Yeah,
It was
'cause we gotta
basic.
do with y'all's fuckery.
Bitchy, bossy.
We like soft
I gotta open up my book.
skin. I had to clean it up a little bit.
Busy, basic, bitchy, and bossy.
Busy ain't that bad.
Yeah, but
compared
people
to the
would
rest.
use busy as an excuse.
That's true.
I'm too busy to get into a relationship. I'm too busy.
I had a girlfriend who was too busy to be in the relationship she said yes to. I was like, Jake, you can say no. I will go over there.
Right, but we use a lot of things to deflect from our real inability to do the work, to do the self work. So the chapter that's called "You Are Addicted." It's spelled addicted, D-I-C-K, addicted. But it talks literally about the dopamines, the soul ties. It talks about what happens when you actually have sex with someone. Why didn't that friends with benefit thing work for you? Because when he inserts himself into you, these things happen. It's like it can be the hormones that get released during. It's called oxytocin, by the way. It gets released in your body. It's the same as if you are doing heroin when you are intimate. So
right.
it brings you on this high.
That's
So
right.
when the relationship doesn't work out or the friends with benefits didn't happen, you go on a low.
Yeah.
And it literally is the
Like
chemicals.
withdrawal.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
literally is. It literally is the same
Man,
hormones.
that can explain a lot from my point of view, where I've been in situations where I'm like, and I'm not trying to be funny towards y'all, I'm for real. I was like, why is this woman acting like that over this relationship being over? Like, I moved on. I'm not in your way. I'm not bothering you or nothing. Why? And it's like
Well,
the energy and the whatever chemicals and stuff is generated. I didn't realize that is like a withdrawal from that activity, even if it wasn't like
if
healthy.
you're high
Yeah.
and now you're not high, what are you looking for?
High.
And where are you going for your high?
Somewhere else.
No, you're going where you're going where you initially got your high.
Somebody else. Like,
I'm just letting it know,
that's,
not
yeah,
me.
right. That's why.
But that's
Yeah.
what they do. And then there's the soul ties. You know what I mean? Once you become tied to someone, that's a hard glue to rip off. You know, I don't know how religious people are. You know, I'm not really very religious. I'm spiritual. But you know, soul ties are an actual thing. Once you tie your genetic makeup to someone else's genetic makeup, I mean, you know, well, okay, now I'm going into a whole nother thing. So I'm
Go
like,
for
and
it.
Love Said Fuck You Too, Volume 2, that's going to be coming out very soon.
You heard it here first.
There's this thing called the MHC hormone, and it's a gland, you know, in your body that chooses from scent who you're supposed to mate with. And it chooses based on your genetics. It repels people who have similar genetics to you because that's the that runs the risk of autism, Down syndrome, all that stuff. More similar your genetics are. So it really says no, don't date this guy. He's not, or woman. You know, I'm female.
No,
I
you
always,
good. No,
I always
don't
talk to the
sleep
female
with-
perspective. Yeah, and it actually warns you what has happened in our time and age. Things like cologne masks it. See, it's a natural scent. So cologne masks it and things like that. And birth control alters it. People don't know that. I'm telling you guys
Fuck
this
with
now.
birth control.
Fuck
Condoms. Use condoms.
Oh, yeah. Use
He
condoms.
said fuck condoms and then he said, oh yeah, use condoms.
Yeah. Use condoms.
I got 3 kids, so
hormonally
when you don't use
altering
condoms,
your
you-
body because lazy niggas don't want to put condoms.
Lazy?
No, I'm just messing with
condoms is too little for me.
you. No such thing. Not happening. Not at all.
So, because fine.
This is going to be our first and last guest that we ever have on the show, by the way.
So
MHC?
MHC hormone, what happens with the birth control, it actually makes you choose partners, it makes you attracted to partners who are more similar to you.
Right.
So now you are mating with people your body and your genes never intended for you to mate with because it switched your whole hormonal insides. And now the risk of Down syndrome and autism and stuff increases. That's going in the next book. I didn't even know about it until after the first book,
Right.
but I know about it now, and it's going in there. But yeah, so
All you anti-vaxxers, it's your birth control.
So that's what my book is about. It really is, it's self-accountability. I mean, it really is, you know. You're doing these things to you, you know, because at the end of the day, relationships, you know, let's say you stay together forever. That's awesome. But at the end of your life, you know, what did you learn for you? What did you
Facts.
learn for yourself, for your children? What are you leaving? You know, what are you doing? You know? But then the relationships sometimes don't work very long. And then 10 years later, that person is an afterthought. But what did you learn in that moment? How did you grow in that moment? You know? So that's what my book teaches. It's just really self-accountability. And I had to learn the hard way, you know? I fucked up so you don't have to. That's what you know what I mean? Like, read the book. You don't have to make this mistake because I made it when I was 18. You don't, now you're 18. I'm 30. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what the book is pretty much saying, the gist of it.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate you talking to us about it. I know from, like I said, from the male perspective I can offer, there's a lot of, I'm gonna say 2 different things. The first thing is women need what you're saying, because I care about women. I love women, not in the I have all of them way, but just like I really want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to see yourselves as wonderful and all that good stuff. And when I hear stories, they always come down to the guy didn't do something he was supposed to be doing, or he didn't live up to an expectation that he was supposed to be living up to. And it's like, you know, like you said, as a person who's trying to either date or just communicate with this woman, I'm like, why is that my information? Why do I need to know about what this dude was doing yesterday?
Because it said so.
Nah, it's cool to talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if we're trying to get to know each other, whether it's for business, relationships, or just we just 2 people meeting, and you're telling me about how this dude did you dirty, and I'm like, I don't really want to do business with you because dudes be doing you dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing that does cause problems for the female that she's not seeing when she's interacting with other females and other males. And my last part of that is like, and a lot of times, ladies, the dude that did you dirty, the dude you talking to about that does not want to do you like that. He ain't even thinking about that. But if you're like, yeah, he cheated on me 14 times, and the 15th I was like, that's too many. And he like, oh, so I got like 13 times to cheat on you. I'm not a cheater, and I got 13 times to cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said, like you want to get the book, you want to read the book, and then you want to like, share, and subscribe right down here in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. You know what I'm saying? Check out Dr. Rock's page. She has a page on Facebook. She also has Instagram.
Yes.
At
I am Dr. Rocks. And
All
you
right.
got to spell doctor out. I don't have the DR abbreviation because I'm not a medical doctor or a PhD doctor yet.
Neither is Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
But you spell doctor out for me.
And Queen Latifah ain't no queen. Listen, this is Dr. Rocks, okay? So I just want everybody to know when you see her in the streets, you Dr. Rocks.
Respect on it.
Put some respect on her name. Oh, man. This is the greatest podcast you've ever seen. It's your boy, Capital DC. I'm here with Tamika from A Chilling Adventure on Instagram. We are here today with Dr. Rocks, the creator of It's Complicated, the stage play, also the author of Love Said Fuck You Too, punk ass mother. I'm sorry, I just added all that on.
That's part 2.
Part 2, punk ass motherfucker. You keep it going.
That's in the subtitle.
And you say you had a book before that
I have a
in
book.
college that you wrote?
It was a thesis. It was a book
Okay.
though. Yeah, so it's published in the library, but all the material from that is in this book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had to make it a little bit more
reader
mainstream.
friendly?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because you gotta put all them. You gotta cite everything.
Yeah, the
and,
master's project is
Yeah.
like for I have a friend who watches the show. She's a longtime friend. Her name is Marissa. And Marissa, she and I was in graduate school together. So she may be the type of person who's a little bit more interested in reading the research.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, it's at Buff
she's-
State research in the library at Buff State.
Yeah. Shouts out to Miss Marissa, you know what I'm saying? Graduate from Buff State, master's program in higher education. And it was,
What year?
2016? I think it was
more recent.
2015.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Shout out to you.
absolutely, and thank you for your support for watching the greatest podcast ever.
Yes,
You know, you
thank
keep us fueled with your comments and stuff like that. And you know, I know that
Drew, thank you for your comment as well. That was my buddy Drew.
that's right.
I was like, oh, I'm feeling the love. I don't think my friends actually really watch it. I know like maybe 3 people. but-
See y'all, and we doing something like this is a little different. Usually we be talking extra ratchet, but today, for real, man, I don't want to be the guy who's like not listening. So I wanted Dr. Rocks to be on the show today, definitely because she do have a moment to be on the show. I asked her like 3 months ago. She was like, "When I get some time." No, it wasn't. She was very busy. And that's, once again, like all of those things, like I said, when she said busy, I'm like, busy can be okay if you, like she said, if you understand who you are and what's going on in your life.
Right.
Then you're not saying, yeah, I want to go on dates with you. I'm going to come lay up and chill with you. And the dude is like, oh, okay, yeah. And then you got a whole production to do.
Right.
You know, and now you telling him, oh, come up here and sit with me in this theater with these people. Like, that's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's real good to be able to get a chance to hear about people, what's going on in Buffalo, what's going on right around you. She's not just Buffalo. You were just telling me earlier about some opportunities you have in other cities.
Yes. And I will say this too. You know, I am a mother of 3. I have a 9, a almost 2.
She got 3 kids.
I have 3 kids.
She got 3
I
of
do.
them.
And then I have a
From Tyler Perry.
no, I don't remember that.
I don't watch Tyler
What movie was it?
I don't remember because they all real similar.
Perry.
Okay. And I have a 3-month-old. You know, but I have a good support system, you know, and so although I'm comfortable taking my kids anywhere, and that's part of the reason why I'm on this entrepreneurial journey, because I like taking my kids wherever I go. Like, my son's here now, you know what I mean?
Yes,
You
he
know,
is. He is definitely here. He won't let you forget that.
No, he won't. I'm surprised he's been quiet this long.
Thanks, Brett.
Yeah, but when I was going out, you know, yeah, and then, you know, and then I have my younger two, you know, and I'm in a relationship with their dad, so that helps, you know, well,
Absolutely.
that helps with all of them, you know what I mean? You know, so it's, I've gone through my scenarios in life and things like that or whatever, you know, so, but it's been really beneficial to be able to say, okay, even though I'm out of, you know, this whole dating crazy life world and things like that, you know, you can be too, you know, it just takes this and it takes that and it takes these type of things, you know, so I've been fortunate to be able to say I've had help, you know, I've had my grandma, I've had, you know, I'm a Delta, so I have my sorors, you know, I have had people to assist me, and a good support system and a good team is very important, because I had a street team, I had a cast, I had a whole bunch of things, I had over 30 people that I was managing to do this play, you know what I mean, and then had kids, and then, you know, so I'll say, you know, there is a struggle in trying to be successful in whatever your dream and your vision and things like that is, you know, but just if you have just a couple solid people in your corner, like, it goes a long way. It goes, I mean, it definitely does, you know, and so I don't want people to think I do a lot, yes, but not without help, not without
but you
support.
also did the research and the emotional stuff to be able to create a whole book of information that talks about how you are able to get to where you are.
Yeah.
Because if you were, you know, bossy and bitchy and this and that, I'm sure those things wouldn't have. I mean, in this time frame, I only been knowing Dr. Rock's this close for about 4 or 5 months. So in these 4 or 5 months, the book has been working as far as I've been able to see, because she hasn't been weird or talking crazy about men or sitting off in the corner like, how come ain't nobody helping me? You know, I hear those things quite often, and it's like I was impressed. I was impressed.
Get to a point where it's just like, it's gotta happen, regardless of who's coming along, who's gonna, you know, it just has to happen. You know, I think I've reached that point, because I've been bossy. I think I'm still a little bossy. I've been, you know, bitchy, you know, I've been busy, you know what I mean? But a lot of that, what that chapter really talks about is, don't use those things to mask your bitterness. Don't use those things to mask your hurt. You're hurt. Like, just be hurt. Don't use excuses. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm this, and, you know, and don't make other people pay for your hurt. You know, don't put yourself out there as this character that you're not. And I've done it, you know what I mean? To certain extents, you know, I feel like I still battle with it sometimes, you know, but I have the tools to check myself quicker now than I did 8 years ago.
Yeah, but you're
You know
30.
what I mean?
They're talking about 22 and 30.
I'm just saying, in general, I'm letting people know that there is a come out of it time frame, you know, and, you know, if you have the right tools. But I've been bitter, you know, and what we do is mask. I'm busy. I'm trying to run this empire, you know, or I'm too bossy. These men, niggas ain't shit. They so weak and da 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 da. You know, we use that to mask that we're hurt, you know, and that we're hurt. You know what I mean? We don't know why we're hurt. We don't know how to overcome the hurt. We just know that something happened to us. And what I wanted to go to is, we have this, society has given us this fairy tale impression of how things are supposed to be. Meet the man, marry the man, you know, have the babies, own the house, get the car. The American dream, after you go to college, is going to be all smooth sailings. That's all you need.
You're not going to be crippling.
You know,
You're not going to realize you don't like men at all. Like,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
it's a whole
You're
spectrum.
gay.
And then
You be like, I
And
was
there's
trying to go to college.
and then for our
I
generation,
didn't mean to fall in love.
there's the Disney princesses, you know, so then you come up with this whole princess mentality. He's supposed to sweep me off my feet, and
That's
this
why
and that.
Mulan was my favorite Disney princess.
But she
She
was
saved all of China.
She was so hit that they thought she was a dude, though.
My favorite is Pocahontas.
I can get down with Pocahontas.
Yeah, I
too.
love
I can
Pocahontas.
get down with any Disney princess that's not white, honestly.
Princess Tiana.
First.
Listen, on
First.
some real stuff, as a prince, right? Because I'm a male, I would be one of the princes in these situations. These dudes was creepy. Sleeping Beauty was sleep. She
Have you
was sleep.
ever like read The Real?
Nah.
Like
I have read some of the real stories behind
Yeah.
these stories, and I'm like, this dude is a creep. Anyway, Snow White, the dwarf saves up Snow White, not the creepy dude kissing the girl that's sleeping in a glass cage.
I'm pretty sure he rapes her and impregnates her.
We ain't talking about the real story. It's my
But that's the
business.
real story. I'm
So
just
basically,
saying,
this dude,
Disney be doing some
he
things.
was, to the best of my
I could
knowledge,
have lived my whole life never knowing the
Oh,
real story.
I'm sorry.
I tried,
I mean,
yo. I
It's
tried.
out there now.
We're
but
gonna
I-
ruin your childhood, but like in these stories, a lot of times, and I don't understand where, I don't know why it's that way, or if the stories were just super tragic back then. But for whatever reason, the Walt Disney team was like, we're gonna take horrible, tragic stories, like fairy tales. We're gonna take bad stories that are really things that's like everybody got shot, and we're gonna do them for children.
And sprinkle fairy dust.
And they just sprinkle fairy dust on it. So when you brought up the princess thing, it goes back to me and my friends. We were having some discussions about, well, it was a men's conference because I'm very churchy, or I was very churchy. But in that, it was talking about the princess attitude and what they're expecting from a prince is not what they actually saw as a prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, the expectation is for her to be like the princess, but for the prince to be better than the one that was in the movie. So it's not obtainable. The thing the princess attitude person, not all women, but what she's asking you for is not obtainable. You know, and then they talked about like the, not video vixen, but that's what I'm calling them because that's the new term. But then it was like the video vixen type girl. You know, she'll be your ride or die. She'll ride with you everywhere. She'll be the side chick. She'll do all of that stuff. But it's because she loves you and she's trying to
When you-
get there. You know what I'm saying? So the speaker at the time was trying to say to us, like, just because women let you do stuff don't mean you're supposed to do it. That's what his point was.
Right.
That's what his big picture point was. But as he was just talking, I was like, man, this princess thing is deep. You know, to think that someone is supposed to come save you. You know, and like I said, when I was in the church conversations about it, there is a savior already. You know what I'm saying? So if Jesus or Jesus or whatever name y'all want to give him, y'all, it's a bunch of stuff going on with religion, but the entity of peace and love and hope and all of that, if you're married to that, if you are saved by that through the grace of just life letting you do that, then why are you messed up over that man, that human, who doesn't have any idea about time and space like that? You know, so it was just really good information for men at the time. And I've always said, you know, how come women aren't getting these? They was talking kind of hard to us because we're men, you know, so they were like, y'all can't be, you know, they was telling us the truth. And I feel really excited that this book is available so that people can have access to that information. Well, men and women.
Right.
You know, I can read the book and be like, oh.
Don't use it against women.
No, and I think that's a shame. See, I'm different. I think I'm different. Everybody say it. Be like, Donald, every man says they're different, but I'm like, I'm actually a different guy. Where I don't want that. I want to read it and be like, okay, this is where I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I may have triggered something for a female, whether we were dating or not. I might have triggered something because I was being a certain way. You know, that I don't have to be like. I don't have to do certain things. So, like I said, I'm excited about the self-reflection and stuff like that. And I don't know if you don't want to talk too much about the other opportunities right now. I know you like to keep some things.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did ask the question. Yeah, so we just did our play here at Shay's November 21st.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
of work.
Yeah, and we actually have an opportunity. We're going to Cincinnati. That's my hometown. That's where I'm from.
What up,
I've been
Cince?
here. Yep, that's my place.
Or
That's
Natty.
where my
Are
family
you a
is.
Bengals fan?
I am.
Okay.
The only game I watch is Bills versus Bengals. I just want to see if the Bengals have spanked the Bills.
What, this season?
Any
or-
season.
Oh, okay.
Ever in life.
'Cause
Other
this
than that,
season
I
the
don't
Bills
care.
is doing kind of good.
I know.
And the Bengals are not.
I know.
And like 2 years ago, Andy was my QB for fantasy, and now I'm like, oh, I wouldn't touch that.
There's only one game I watch,
Okay.
and it's not the Super Bowl. It's the Bills versus Bengals game. It's just,
Also, the Patriots lost this weekend. Yes.
Also, the Giants are doing terrible.
Yep. And Eli Manning's about to be back as their starting quarterback.
Now we about to do great. I'm a Giants fan.
So we're going to Cincinnati. We're taking Dr. Rocks Presents It's Complicated to my hometown. This is more for my own reasons.
To show them bitch it. I'm just messing with you. Had all that conversation.
I left when I was 4, but all my family is still there. And my mother passed away when I was 14. And so what we're going to do is we're going to open up a not-for-profit for suicide prevention, and we're going to donate a portion of the proceeds from the production to that. Yeah, so it'll be opened up right there, you know.
Oh,
So
nice.
just because, you know, people don't know, and I try to talk lightly on this subject because, you know, I don't want to ball out. But when you make a decision to take your life, you don't know how that's going to affect your family, your children for the rest of their lives. So the program is really to try to assist those family members. College, you know, what do you need? How can we help you? You know, because a lot of times,
You scare me to death.
Wow.
Because you might kick the cord. I appreciate it. No, you ain't got to be super far, just not so close. Dr. Rock's son is here, and he won't let us forget it. We love him.
Yes.
We're going to beat him out.
Yeah, so it's for, it really is for, you know, the survivors, the families. Let's help you get in college. You know, you lost an important part of your life, you know, and we don't know how that emotionally affects you. Sometimes people who witnessed or experienced parents who have committed suicide will do the same thing. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a mental health issue that they don't even know. Let's get you some help. Let's get you some support. So we're going to open up this foundation. And part of me taking the production to Cincinnati is to utilize what my gift is to try to be a blessing and a gift to others. You know, so that's the whole Cincinnati thing. We're gonna get to Atlanta as well, but that's just because that's the place.
That's
to be.
Wakanda.
I
That's
mean,
why. That's Wakanda.
That's Wakanda, you know. So we're gonna be going to Atlanta in April for production. That one right now, I'm not so certain about which route I want to go with that one yet. I think we'll probably just go and do the play. I don't have like a whole
Like a thing.
thing planned.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
thing planned. But I just think it's important for us to take this type of, especially in this time with Tyler Perry Studios, like, you know, I think it's important for us to take our production there, even if it's just.
If we serve
To say
lemon
we did
pepper
it.
wings, it'll be fire.
I don't like lemon pepper wings.
From here or from
Period.
Atlanta?
I just don't like the thought of lemony taste on my wings.
Have you had it before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know somebody that said they didn't like it, they ain't even tried it.
Oh no, I've tried it.
What kind of wings do you like?
I just like regular wings, honey barbecue.
Okay,
you know,
so
like
regular. Some honey
that's
barbecue.
I mean, it's kind of regular.
I'm eating regular
Hot
plain.
sauce, barbecue sauce. I mean,
Yeah, I like honey
Regular
barbecue.
wings.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
barbecue wings with hot sauce on them.
yeah, I mean, just regular. Why do we have to brush it with stuff?
I mean, I do. Where was I? I was in Savannah, and I went to this restaurant, and they had peanut butter and jelly wings.
See, and
And
that's
at first
that
I
weird
was
stuff.
like, this is the most
sounds-
disgusting thing I'm ever gonna try, but I ordered it.
Yeah.
And have you ever had like chicken satay? Like just like tied, like, you know, like broiled chicken with a peanut sauce. That's basically
okay,
what the wings
yeah, like
were
the Asian style.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the jam was the jelly was instead of like blue cheese or anything, was just a peach bourbon jam.
See, you ain't say that. That sounds
And
delicious.
it was. Oh, I was like rubbing the dish with my finger,
Oh.
like
That sounds crazy.
getting a knife
good.
Where
because
was
it's all. This was this place called the Trailer Park in Savannah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I got this alcoholic beverage called
Of
Great
course
Kool-Aid.
it's not.
I felt real stereotypical ordering it, but that shit was delicious.
Can I have a grape Kool-Aid, please?
Yeah, I was like, don't judge me.
There's
I
a-
actually said that to my server. I
There's a
was like-
restaurant here that serves Kool-Aid. It's what I've been told as a black-owned business. It's called Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, over on Hurdle.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
there
Yeah, I
several
want to
times.
go there, but their hours are always weird, and then I'm just like, I
The
missed it.
Kool-Aid is free as long as you stay there with it. Like they'll just more
Is
Kool-Aid.
it red
More-
or purple?
Red.
It's red. It was delicious.
It's red. And it's,
It's
Okay,
really good.
thank you.
Yeah, all of
it's
Shout out to our
delicious.
producer.
Right, what else? What else is good there?
The fish.
The fish
Yeah, the
and the
fish.
shrimp
He
and french
remind-
fries.
It reminded me of Kim Wayans in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when she was on stage singing. And she just was like literally, oh, y'all don't know, I'm old. Anyway. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Check that movie out if you haven't. That's one that if you participate in CBDs or it's THCs
He
or
said
both,
okay.
I think if you
He said
participate in
okay.
that first,
So
it'll be
go
even
back
better of a
when
watch.
you're done, please.
And that's your daily recommendation.
That's right. Hey, 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 hey. smoke weed every day.
I know that reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the honorable philosopher Nate Dogg.
Only man that could rap tad bit late and not lose any respect. Think about it. Just think about
He
it.
said tad bit late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know no gangster rappers that can say certain stuff like that.
Tad bit late.
I'm a tad bit late, and you be
But
like,
you still was like, okay, that nigga said he tad bit late. We gonna wait, y'all.
We gonna wait.
I don't know what else we gonna do. Just
We ain't leaving.
it's like when Future said
update my status. He a
sensational.
tad bit late.
When Future was like everything was sensational. He was so happy. People was making fun of him for it. But anyway, ATL Hotlanta, folks. Dr. Rox is going to be bringing her show It's Complicated down there in April. Start looking out for that now. Also in March on the 14th.
14, yeah.
March 14th, start planning in your mind to get your tickets, Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's try to figure it out.
Hometown.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we'll do better in Cincinnati than Atlanta, but that's just because all my family's there. Everyone's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they'll bring a friend, you know, so.
And we need to pack this out for the hometown hero. Excuse me, had a little bit too much water and feta cheese actually.
Oh, I
I'm
want some
having some.
feta cheese.
I had some. I'm sorry, I'm getting real distracted with this food, but I had some fries that had like Greek gravy on it
Oh,
and
so
feta
just
cheese.
like Greek poutine.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, Greek poutine. My bad, y'all. I should have known, but I don't leave the house, so I just found Greek poutine, and it's my favorite dish. I'm trying to make it at home.
I heard there's supposed to be a French fry shortage, so get them while you can.
I got the bag of frozen fries.
I got an air fryer, so I'm excited to use that.
We be.
I just ordered French fries.
I love food.
Food is great.
I'm hungry, so.
So Cincinnati, get some tickets, right? So we can eat. But and then of course, right here, all over the place, all over the world, folks. If you are watching this video, you can look at the links that I'm absolutely gonna put right here for you, or right here, or right here, or right here. I don't know yet, but
Anywhere.
it just won't be covering our faces. I'll
might.
put the links and all that good stuff so you can purchase a copy of the book. If you purchase a copy of the book from the link, you will get our love. I have no discount for you right now. Wish we would have set something like that up for
You set
y'all.
that one up for nothing.
I thought
Even
we
I
was
was
gonna-
like, what we doing?
I was wondering too.
I
like,
was
what?
real excited.
I was ready
and
too.
then I was
She was
like,
looking at me like,
oh.
you about to pay for this discount, brother? Because I'm not about to pay for that
And I'm
discount.
like, we got giveaways now or merch?
So the merch is get you a copy. How much is the book?
The book online is $21.99. If you buy it straight out of my hand, it's an exact $20. But if you purchase your book, we'll do some kind of discount. We'll give you about, I don't know, what, 10% off or something like that if you purchase it with a
So that's
coupon
$18.
code, the best podcast ever. DC. Best podcast ever.
The greatest podcast
You just
ever.
ever
That's too
yourself
much
a Christmas
words.
cookie
That's too
platter.
many words. The greatest
Podcast ever.
That's a lot.
Podcast is a
Maybe
word.
maybe
But
acronym.
greatest.
The greatest. The greatest.
All of that they got to type into a coupon code?
Yeah, we should just
The greatest
acronym that.
podcast ever. TGPE.
E.
TGPE.
So if you put either the greatest podcast ever in your coupon code, or
I have to create the coupon.
if you type in TGPE, the greatest podcast ever. Once again, I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna put it on the screen, y'all.
Because he's going to listen to this like 4 more times before.
Yeah, see, that's why people be like, why don't you cut it down and make shorter videos? And I'm like, because I already spent about 4 or 5 hours on the video anyway. Like, I don't, listen, YouTube ain't paying me because I don't monetize these videos. Only because that's not what I'm doing right now. That's literally it. By the time I get to monetize stuff, that means y'all gonna have to start paying for stuff. So, you know what I mean? While it's free, come get some of this information. Drop your $20 for the book. You'll get $2 off. You know what I'm saying? If you
Follow all of us on our things.
absolutely listen, the more Dr. Rox gets exposure and popular, she's probably going to continue to help Buffalo or Cincinnati or wherever she's
Help
at.
the Rust Belt cities.
You know what I'm saying?
To help Buffalo and Cincinnati, not
That.
more.
See what I'm saying? She said that straight out of her mouth.
Reaching out to multiple communities.
Yeah.
Listen, and also the suicide prevention. I've had issues dealing with depression and anxiety and suicide and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, just to hear that somebody cares, you know what I mean, is a big step. And I want to make sure that if I'm not able to cover the discount, that you guys can actually support. So definitely check out the website, get a book, like, share, and subscribe on Dr. Rock Studios page. Definitely like her page. Get on Instagram. Come on, y'all.
Don't be so aggressive about it.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get my
Claire.
Claire on, right? Give me your food, like,
Give me your subscription.
yo. She literally would be like, "Give me $1. Give me $1." Claire, get the hell away from my car! Like, I swear, that's how known she is. That people just be like, "Claire, if you don't get away from my car, what's wrong with you?" Oh,
You
man.
have to meet Claire.
Man, it's something else though. That was something else. That whole situation. So, folks, the greatest podcast ever. If you put in the acronym, Dr. Rox is gonna go take some time out of her day to put
give
in a
you a
coupon
discount.
code so that you can get a couple dollars off. Really, 10%. So if the book is on sale online, then you'll get 10% off of whatever the price is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing numbers out there. So definitely you can cover your taxes and your costs, and you can get a chance to read a master's level book that was written for people that are not master level readers. You know what I'm saying? Something that's scientifically based, something that is heartfelt, genuine, somewhat autobiographical. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then Dr. Rox is attainable. Check out our YouTube page. I'm one of her subscribers as well. And I like the content I'm seeing so far. That's why I asked her to be on this, so I can see more content. Look at that face. Look at that. So I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for watching. We're going to keep it nice and tight today. After we get to our 10th podcast, okay, I'm going to start putting out short versions of conversations we've had. But I wanted to make sure we upgrade, that we step it up. Obviously, we not askers today. Guess where we at? We are at Dr. Rock Studio, folks. You ain't even know that. I'm gonna put it up in the beginning so that it's, you know. But we are at Dr. Rock Studio. I just want y'all to get a quick little, of the early beginnings. I ain't gonna give away too much out here. But Dr. Rox is really doing her thing, and that's why I wanted to connect with her and get her on a show so that we can promote her, because she's trying to promote us. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing theater for damn near 25 years in Buffalo. I've been a part of companies. I've seen people with their companies start and come up and blow up and not, and all of that. And I think she has a winning team. I think she has a winning plan. So I want y'all to support her as well.
Shout out to the team.
Yeah.
Shout out to her team.
Yeah, the cast. They're my lifeline. You know, a leader is only as big as their weakest follower, and honestly, they're all like dope.
Yeah, Jackson. I'm just playing. No, Jackson cool. He's so busy that I saw that he wasn't gonna be able to make it to Cincinnati. So I was like, aw. But he was the only person I could talk about because he's not gonna be able to make it to Cincinnati. Everybody, no, I'm just joking. Jackson, my man. You know.
He's dope.
Yeah. Everybody's cool. So definitely, you know, I want y'all to like. Now, hit the like button. I also want you to share this.
Because sharing is caring.
Hit the share button, hit Facebook, and then hit post. You don't even gotta say nothing. You just post it and then forget about it. Okay? I just want to make sure that people can get a chance to hear what Dr. Rox has said. This is one of the important ones, y'all. Just like everyone here at the greatest podcast ever. I also want y'all to check out A Chilling Adventure on Instagram. Hit up Tamika. I've seen some new pictures she put up, and Joyce was looking very nice.
Got new glasses, that's why.
New frames.
That's right.
Did you did you watch the last video? She didn't watch our last podcast. I hooked it up.
I watched that video like 4 times.
Oh,
I was
I'm
even
about to
showing
say.
people like, yo, look what happened. So I was very glad today
When I-
that I didn't have to worry about you almost dying.
Oh my
and
God.
falling
My
backwards.
sister said she was watching it
Out
and
the
she had to
chair.
turn it off because she said the third time you almost fell out that chair, I had to turn it off. You was messing my nerves up. I was just like, oh man, yeah, it was a good one.
It. Yeah, that was a good one.
Cause you know, new frame. So I'm anyway. Shout out to Smart Marks. I just want to say thank you to my man Lazarus and Joe and Ray and the team for Smart Marks, which is a movie coming out soon in Buffalo. I have the privilege of being a part of that film, and Last week, I was able to go to Winter Wonderland, which I mentioned in the last podcast. Winter Wonderland was off the chain. If you wasn't there, you missed it. We shot a music video in the ring. Your boy was in the ring with the ropes. It was dope. We saw Young Bull. It was his last match because this is his last match. You know what I'm saying? He did great. Shadow Cat and is still the tag team champ. And tag team partner still the tag team champion.
Character?
Shadow Cat?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But the way he spell it is different. My man Shadow Cat is fire. So I just want to say shout out to Nickel City Wrestling. Thank you for a great event. Also, once again, thank you to Smart Marks for allowing me to be able to be at that event to have those experiences. I've never been inside of a wrestling ring. And it was dope because I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to send some shouts out. Shout out to the family, you know what I'm saying, for letting me come out the house and and encouraging me to get out the house. My lady was like,
She was
you
like,
need,
go do things, Donald.
you need to get out of the house.
No, I warmed up the car for you, GTFO.
Yeah, man. If anybody works on cars, please hit me in the comment section. I think my transmission blew, so.
Ooh, that happened to my 4Runner. That's why I don't have a 4Runner anymore.
I have a Lexus in the driveway that need some more payments made on it, and Uber ain't paying me to sit it in my driveway. So if you work on cars, hit me up. I think it's the axle or the transmission. Hit me up. And Dr. Ross, do you have anything else that you wanted to share or talk about or mention or?
No, just thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. We talked about all the things that we have coming up, and I would love to come on again. Maybe bring some of the cast, act out some of our scenes and stuff. Have a little bit of fun with that. But yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Hey, listen.
Thanks for watching.
If she said it, it's gonna happen, folks. So we gonna have some skits. We gonna have Dr. Rocks on. Yo,
And
listen.
it's a whole different look when it's
Bruh.
Dr. Rocks.
Bruh,
Yeah,
listen.
she's a whole character.
Check
The
out
whole
her
dark
page,
glasses,
Dr. Rocks.
big hair. And,
Is your name of your YouTube page Dr. Rock Studios?
Dr. Rock Studios, yes, on YouTube.
Come on, fam. I be actually
Well, I forget.
looking.
I was like, is it, wait.
Because she ain't been on her own
so
page.
I don't watch
That's
my
right.
own YouTube.
She don't watch her own YouTube. I be watching that joint though. So I was filling the videos. My lady was filling the videos. Deanna by Design. She probably was watching them when I wasn't around. So because she was saying stuff, I was like, that wasn't in the video we saw. So you know,
Seen another video.
that's right. But she was excited. Dr. Rox even gave me an idea for a talk show character that I want to come up with. His name is Wendell. How you doing? So I just wanted to let everybody know. That yes. She got it. Tamika like, what?
Okay.
Wendell. And then he said, how are you doing?
How you doing? So, we gonna come up. I'm telling
I
you,
caught it.
it's gonna be funny. That's the point. And I'm not trying to make fun of Miss Williams because she's in her own lane. And I don't want none of that heat, fire, tea. I don't want none of that. You know what I mean, I'm more of a Tasha K fan myself. But
Is that a talk show?
Tasha K is like YouTube, internet.
There's more stuff I just don't know.
I gotta look her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
She promotes wine, which is why I
Wine?
think
The drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to look.
Reds or
Yeah.
whites?
I love wine.
Reds or whites?
Whites.
Okay.
Whites, yeah. Not really a fan of the red thing, but then whites. And I don't like, I can't drink sweet wine. Like it has to be like a Pinot Grigio, but with like a little bitterness to it or something like that. But all that like the Moscatos and stuff, I can, but I prefer a little tartness to my wine.
Would you rather have whiskey or like a martini?
What kind of martini?
I would say it depends.
Okay.
But when I go shopping for wine, what I say is, can you please get me the wine with the highest alcohol content? And that's how I pick.
You'd be like, $62.
It's not really, wine's really that expensive. But yeah, I
Main and
love wine.
Fillmore got the wine joint over there. The liquor store over there. I wish I knew the name of it. Main and Fillmore liquor store. Very nice. The brothers in there are real dope. I'm gonna try
Oh, yeah, I was just in there, what is the guy's name that owns it? Black guy.
He was trying to get at you.
No. He wanted to be in the play though.
Good dude. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it like that. Cause he a good dude.
Yeah, he wanted to be in the play. I can't remember his name, but I know exactly what you're talking
We
about. It is a
gonna
nice
we gonna
one.
figure that out too, y'all. Because I'm not trying to promote alcoholism, obviously, but the business is a good business. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I buy bottles for events, or my lady want to turn up or have a little celebration or something like that, and I'll go buy some alcohol. I don't really drink much, so
He
for
doesn't.
me,
I can attest to
yo.
that. I can. 20 years of friendship. I can attest to that.
My very first drink was at her birthday party, so I
My
trust.
21st.
Right, this was that long ago, so I trust her. I trust her enough to participate. But I'm not a huge drinker, so when I find places that are nice and calm and cool for a non-drinker, I always like promoting that, because I hate going somewhere and being like, hey, can I get the I'm looking for something for my lady, and they looking at me like, well, shit, you
Just roll
go.
Hypnol.
Right, right, go get something, or try to sell me the highest thing. You roofied her out real quick, dang. But no. The,
Only I've been to sketchy places. Got it.
I've been to some sketchy places, like Skechers, sketchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wildin'. But anyway, folks, Tasha K is influencer. That's the
Influence. Okay.
yeah.
I'm
She's a
gonna look her up.
YouTube influencer.
I'll look her up.
And she was one of the major people who was talking about Wendy Williams when she was going through her situation with her husband and what was going on. She was one of the main people who had like the tea.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So I heard the phrase "spill the tea" from her first.
First, okay.
Yeah. So she's doing her thing on YouTube. That's why I'm promoting her, because she's doing her thing and because we watch. So that's support all day. But I think the Wendell show gonna be fire. How you doing? And
I still think it's funny.
and we're gonna do some cold issues as our part of our show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Instead of hot topics,
Cold issues. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. But it's gonna be like honestly, it was like the idea was like Wendy Williams from a male perspective.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's very female friendly at the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah.
And I would
So they love her.
love to be like, oh yeah, Pete Davidson charging a lot of money for his shows,
And he's not even that funny.
and he not even that. That's what she said literally. She was like, he's not even that funny, and he's dating this girl who's too young. And I was like, what the fuck does that got to do with the man charging? But I was like, I'm with it, because that's her show. I'm with it. So I was like, Wendell gonna be dope. He gonna be out here like, yeah, Billy English,
So you heard that here first. So now that he has said it, he's got to commit to it. He's
All
got
of you guys can hold him accountable.
Right. He said he's gonna do it. He's got to do it.
How you do it?
But I really do appreciate you guys having me on the show. I do have to get to the meeting.
Oh yeah, we all gotta go.
I gotta get food.
Listen, we just crossed that hour mark. For those of you that want me to chop the show down, what you can do is put in the comment section where you left off at. And then when you come back to the video, just go to your comment and hit the number. It's going to be blue. And then it'll just jump right to where you left off.
Or just listen to it all at once. It's just an hour. As someone who listens to podcasts,
I scroll Facebook for an hour. I mean, and I don't know where I find the time, but I'll sit there and be like, it's been 45 minutes. How the heck I'm still
yeah, them internet
scrolling?
holes will get you.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's
you can, like I said, my friend Marissa, she said she plays it while she's driving. So
Yeah, that's what I
she
listen
might
to
be on her way
podcasts.
somewhere, and she's not watching it, she's listening to it. That's why I call it a podcast, because it really is more made for listening. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm doing video and I can do graphics and stuff, I'm adding that stuff to it for the people who watch.
Yeah, might
so,
as well.
Yeah, right.
Small content.
That's right. So it's been your boy Capital DC. This is the greatest podcast ever. If you go to Dr. Rock's page for her book, Love Said Fuck You Too, the link will be right here and also in the description, so you could just press it. If you do that and you purchase a book within the next week or so, you may be able to get a 10% discount for the book. The greatest podcast ever. If you use the acronym, then you can. I think it should have went that way though.
I know one of the letters was over my head.
Right. So that's so you guys can get you a copy of the book and really get some information. I know we threw some jokes in there. We try to keep you entertained, but I'm excited about this book. I'm actually gonna check out some of it myself. I'm gonna share it with my lady and my sisters and stuff like that. Just see if they're interested, because I think it's a good process that you talked about. So thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you for inviting us over to your couch over at Dr. Rock Studios here in Buffalo, New York. I just want to say thank you once again to my co-host and the person who helped me create this joint.
I feel like part of my face now.
Oh yeah, she got the
I
dentist
got some
appointment.
feelings. So you know how like you go for a while without insurance, and then everything goes to shit. So when you get it back, you're like, yay! But then it's like,
Yeah.
I'm in the yay part right now. Yeah.
Like you need two new knees, and you
Yeah.
like, I need new knees. I've been
I
using
came in
them.
for a checkup. One of those type of things.
Heck, sure. So
But yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
And we about to get up out of here. I just want y'all to get a chance to see this young
Bye.
man who will not let us know that he here, y'all. Look at him.
That's right. Get it in. Get your 15 minutes. That's
Look
right.
at him. And y'all can check him out too on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel?
Christopher's Chronicles.
Christopher's Chronicles. He wrote a book. He's an author as well. You know what I'm saying?
Am I the only one here without a YouTube page?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
So this is Mr. Christopher right here, Dr. Rock's protege for the future, who's written a book called Christopher's Chronicles. And I just want you guys to check that out one good time. You know what I'm saying? Right there on YouTube, he's reading the book himself.
No, I want to be in the NFL, not an author.
So right now he's an
He would do
author,
both.
but he's going to also go to the NFL. And now that he's talked, he can get off the camera. We out.